Excellency, I have the honor to present to you Miss Lisbeth Piel Masia, Ambassador Designate of the Republic of Panama to the Republic of Ghana. The honor to present to you His Excellency Mr. Andrea Odash, Ambassador Designate of the Russian Federation to the Republic of Ghana.
Mr. President.
To you, Mr. Mikhail Sigan, Ambassador Designate of the Republic of Poland to the Republic of Ghana. Excellency, I have the honor to present to you Mr. Bambang Suharto, Ambassador Designate of the Republic of Indonesia to the Republic of Ghana. I have the honor to present to you Mr. Amen Sasukian, Ambassador Designate of the Republic of Armenia to the Republic of Ghana. Mr. Celestine Javas Kakele, Ambassador Designate of the United Republic of Tanzania to the Republic of Ghana. Roland McKelliff, High Commissioner Designate of the Republic of Malta to Ghana.
I'd like to begin by congratulating all of you for successfully presenting to me the letters of accreditation from your respective heads of state, accrediting you as their representative to the Republic of Ghana. I wish to formally welcome you to Ghana and to assure you of my government's friendship, cooperation, and support as you formally begin your respective diplomatic missions in Ghana. Your presence here at the presidency, the seat of Ghana's government, is a reminder that despite our differences in geography, in history, culture, and the level of socio-economic development, Ghana and your nations remain connected by shared aspirations and the desire to pursue friendly relations. As a peace-loving member of the United Nations, Ghana is committed to the purposes and the principles of the Charter of the organization and its objectives for international peace, prosperity, the dignity of all people, and a commitment to a more just and equitable international order. I therefore encourage your full and active engagement to identify and develop new areas of meaningful cooperation that will positively affect the lives of our two peoples. To High Commissioner Ronald Mikhailov of Malta, I warmly welcome you to Ghana and reaffirm our commitment to the strong partnership that has been built with your nation, Malta, which is anchored on our shared Commonwealth status, our values, mutual respect, and growing economic opportunity. Ghana appreciates Malta's support in the area of education, capacity building, and professional training, and we look forward to expanding that cooperation in labor mobility, energy transition, infrastructure development, digital skills development, fisheries, education, and industrial investment. We also welcome Malta's continued engagement with Africa and its growing role in fostering partnerships across the continent. To Ambassador Andrei Odash of the Russian Federation, I acknowledge Russia's interest in Africa, and I wish to welcome you to Ghana. I encourage you to further develop the long-standing friendship that has so happily existed between Ghana and Russia, which dates to Ghana's early post-independence era. Ghana and Russia have worked together since independence. Our professionals have benefited from educational opportunities in Russia and contribute meaningfully to our national development. Indeed, you will find many Ghanaians who were educated in Russian and speak Russian as beautifully as you speak it. We believe there is scope to deepen cooperation in energy, science, technology, agriculture, manufacturing, education, infrastructure, and skills development. And we look forward to continuing dialogue with the Russian Federation on international peace and security matters, and remain committed to further engagement on multilateralism. To Ambassador Michał Sigan of Poland. I'm pleased to welcome you to Ghana. Our two countries enjoy warm and long-standing relations that in past decades contributed significantly to our mutual development. We appreciate Poland's historical contribution in areas ranging from industrial development to technical cooperation. We look forward to cooperating in the domains of export-led industrialization, renewable energy, green transition policies, commercial agriculture, and economic diversification. There's considerable room for expanding trade, investment, technology transfer, and security cooperation between our two countries. And I hope that during your tenure, it would offer you the opportunity to grow our relations in these areas of cooperation. To Ambassador Bambang Suharto of Indonesia, I extend Ghana's warm greetings and appreciation to President Prabowo Subianto for accrediting you to the Republic of Ghana. Ghana and Indonesia share a historic relationship that dates to the Bandung Conference, which set the foundational ideals of the non-aligned movement. Today, our partnership continues to evolve through cooperation in health, agriculture, oil palm development, textiles, manufacturing, fisheries, education, and technology transfer. We welcome Indonesia's collaboration with Ghana on strengthening the country's vaccine manufacturing capacity and look forward to further collaboration in skills development, capacity development, and initiatives for industrial growth. To Ambassador Isbeth Kisbeth Kriel Murcia of Panama, I extend a warm welcome to you too. Ghana values its cordial relations with Panama and appreciates your country's support on important multilateral issues. We see enormous opportunities for collaboration in maritime affairs, logistics, shipping, transport, trade facilitation, tourism, and port development. As two countries with strong maritime interests, we have much to learn from one another. My government also encourages greater people-to-people exchanges and looks forward to even more closer engagements through trade and joint investments. To Ambassador Armen Saksian of Armenia, you're welcome to Ghana, and I reaffirm Ghana's commitment to strengthening relations with Armenia. Although our engagements have been modest at the bilateral level, there is untapped potential for cooperation in agriculture, in agro-processing, ICT, fish farming, education, and innovation. Ghana is particularly interested in expanding partnerships in digital technology and artificial intelligence as we pursue ambitious programs such as the 1 Million Coders program and the Girls in ICT programs. We look forward to establishing strong institutional frameworks that will help our two countries to deepen bilateral cooperation. And to Ambassador Celestine Gervas Kakele of Tanzania, I warmly welcome you and reaffirm the special bond between Ghana and Tanzania, a relationship rooted in visionary leadership of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and Mwalimu Julius Nyerere. The shared commitment of our founding leaders to Pan-Africanism and the liberation of our continent must continue to inspire the new generation of Africans. Ghana remains grateful for Tanzania's cooperation on educational exchanges, including for Swahili language training at the University of Dar es Salaam. We look forward to also strengthening cooperation in agriculture, trade, tourism, energy, education, and cultural exchanges, while advancing greater collaboration within the context of the African Continental Free Trade Area. I wish also to extend my warmest compliments to President Samia Suluhu Hassan for the warmest reception accorded me during my visit to Arusha for the opening of the African Court on Human and People's Rights. I also look forward to fulfilling her invitation to pay a state visit to Tanzania at a date to be mutually agreed between our two countries. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Ghana today is pursuing a bold program of economic transformation aimed at creating sustainable jobs, expanding opportunities for our young people, and building a resilient economy. Through our 24-hour economy initiative, agricultural modernization agenda, industrial programs, digital transformation, and energy sector reforms, we are creating an environment that supports investment, innovation, and inclusive growth. We invite businesses from your respective countries to jointly invest with their counterparts in Ghana in areas of opportunity such as agriculture, in manufacturing, in mining, in energy, infrastructure development, technology, logistics, tourism, healthcare, and education. Ghana offers strategic access to a continental market of more than 1.4 billion people. And we believe that as the host of the Secretariat of the African Continental Free Trade Area, stronger economic partnerships between your respective countries and Ghana can serve as an important gateway to the wider African market. The world today faces unprecedented challenges: climate change, conflict, terrorism, violent extremism, cyber threats, food insecurity, irregular and illegal migration, and economic uncertainty are but a few of the dominating headlines. These challenges demand our collective action. In our region, the deteriorating security situation in parts of the Sahel continue to threaten peace and stability. And Ghana remains committed to working with ECOWAS, the African Union, United Nations, and all our international partners to promote peace, security, democracy, and sustainable development on this continent, but in all other parts of the world too. We believe that international cooperation, dialogue, respect for international law, and strong multilateral institutions remain essential to addressing the challenges confronting humanity. On my part, I'm leading a new paradigm for development cooperation known as the Accra Reset. I invite your engagement with us on this initiative. Ghana will continue to advocate peaceful resolution of disputes, support climate action, promote economic justice, and champion reforms that make global governance institutions more representative and responsive to contemporary realities. Your Excellencies, diplomacy is ultimately about building bridges between people. It is about creating opportunities for understanding, cooperating to resolve common challenges, and developing fair arrangements for shared prosperity. As representatives of your country, you will play a vital role in strengthening the bonds of relations between your nations and Ghana. And I'm confident that during your tour of duty, our relationships will continue to flourish and yield tangible benefits for our two people. I assure you of my fullest support and the cooperation of the government of Ghana, particularly the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, as you carry out your responsibilities. Once again, let me, on behalf of the government and people of Ghana, congratulate you on your appointments and wish you a successful, productive, and rewarding tour of duty in Ghana. You are most welcome. Thank you.